People tell me that I need to give this hero more respect, but I really don't think I do. These potions are too weak for me. Thin Tiger is an incredible content hero. One of the best. Fuck. Double fuck. It's not bad. It's just not quite what I wanted. Got the sleigh. Amazing. Man, the sleigh is so good. Lets me hit the roll button this turn. Actually a very important sleigh. That sleigh might have been the difference between first and eighth. Yep. Double chicken. This probably should be this or this. Probably better. It's a very frustrating way to lose. There's a manual. This works. Let's get skip. Okay, but I really want this. There we go. That makes sense. If the hero ability is just level 2 units cost 1 gold, that is the best hero in the game by a mile. It is not an okay hero ability. Really gotta get these mims out. Stats. Please, no falling stars. Brutal. I think he needed that hit too. Definitely needed that hit. Slightly bigger. At slot 2. Or it could be like this, but I don't know. I guess for Wraith, yeah. He should die, it shouldn't be a problem. It's always the VOD. Yeah, I've been enjoying the Runeterra, I forget what they're called, Path of Champions? Happy to do those sponsored streams every time they pop up. And they've been popping up a lot. It's a pair of 3s that I'm not gonna play. I kind of just want to find, like, Sporko. I've got treasures. I guess that's fine. Sure. Couldn't talk yourself into even downloading Runeterra? Wait, why? You just dislike Riot? So that way people do a survey to make sure they found all things you didn't like. I don't know. Riot's easy to dislike. I mean, that's fair, but if that's your reason, then fine. But as far as digital card games go, it's one of the better ones on the market. Like, I've got no interest in, like, playing it competitively at all, but the roguelite's a lot of fun. That's brutal. Like, Thunder better than Sling? I don't know. Might be. God, it's neon time already? Didn't know we were level 5. I don't think I can take Eye of Ares here. I don't really have a shop for fancy pants. This is unfortunate. It's the same thing, just scales better. Ugh. Yeah, I never really saw the appeal of Eternal. Treasures are pathetic. Monster Manual is pretty good, but yeah, want to get these out. Don't really want to play more Cupids. Jeez, worst case was Questing Beast. I think Magicix has more egregious designs than Questing Beasts. Not to say Questing Beast wasn't egregious, but like, Deathrite Shaman was before Questing Beast. You could argue that like Baneslayer Angel was the start, maybe. Yeah. Finally got a good treasure. Actually surprised to get 7th with Mummy Manual. This doesn't usually die that early. No tortoise. Kind of random things stapled to make it better. So it was Questing Beast. Throne of Eldraine. Yeah, this definitely started way before Throne of Eldraine. Because this was a common complaint about Magic while I was playing regularly. And I quit a bit before Throne of Eldraine. I know what changes Mephistopheles does. I have played with and against this card in Legacy. I am the wrong person to ask. It says your opponent cannot cast Brainstorm. Opium? Krampus might be the pick there. Muerte also might be the pick. I don't know. Yeah, I quit before 3 Fairy. 3 Fairy, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Wizard's been doing some crazy stuff since I stopped playing. Just get it altered. That's great. Oh my god. I go locking again. Good old Zurin Orb. Yeah. Styling card texts as flowcharts is interesting. Oh my god, we keep our egg. The nuts. Just don't get falling stars. Chart for Small World. I tried to read that card so many times. I think I know what it does. I don't know why it does it. And I like to think that I'm pretty familiar with how Yu-Gi-Oh! Templates its cards. I have never struggled to understand a card as much as I struggled to understand what Small World did. So Piper has a puzzle rune. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. All twos. Gonna buy this first. Inspector Border's silly. That's... Ugh. That's another one. Neither player can activate monster effects unless the number of monster effects that player has previously activated that turn is less than the number of monster card types currently on the field. In parentheses, Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Exceeds, Pendulum, Link. For some reason, Effect is not included, nor is Normal. If an effect's activation was negated, it still counts towards the total for that turn. Only count effects that were activated while this monster is face up on the field. Whenever you have actual rules text in parentheses and not something that's clarifying, I feel like you made a mistake. I think that's Inspector Border's biggest sin. Let's get the bonus stats on both the baby roots. I think we are going to keep those around for a while. There's one gold. Well, that happened. Opponent's cards and playing. Yeah, there's a lot of front-loaded information you gotta have. Once you know the cards, the game's a lot smoother to play, but the learning curve is kind of crazy. It's really hard to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! After you stop playing for a while. And yes, the Toei OST is insane. I like how it says you're watching without audio, yet commenting about the music. Definitely want to be buying stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Show? I don't think anything of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Show. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! competitively for 13 years, never tell someone coming into card games the first time to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I wouldn't recommend it without knowing other things about them first. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Arm Dragon times. Yeah. That was a very different world. It's funny, people used to call Dark Arm Dragon, like, the beginning of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And now it's back to just being classic Yugs. Can't imagine what you'd recommend for someone. Either a Magic or a digital game. Magic to anyone ever? Okay, to be fair, I have not paid significant attention to Magic in the last 2 years. But I feel like you can still recommend, at least like Commander to people. I imagine draft formats are still okay. If that's what you're into. Well, TCG had the best resource system. Have you played the Spoils or Duel Masters? I haven't played the Spoils myself, but I know everyone always talks up that game's resource system. And I really like Duel Masters mana. Spoils was weird. That's my understanding of the Spoils, too. The entirety of my understanding of the Spoils. It was weird. 1. We do a bit of tripling. I think I just want the gold again. Really want to sell the SA? Take this out, play this. Sell the root for the mummy pair. I guess I kind of want to play Merlin's Test. It's so expensive. That's nice. It's just Inscription as a starter game. I'd recommend something like Slay the Spire before I recommended Inscription as a card game. Inscription's a great game. I just don't know if Inscription's a great card game. Oh, there's an Aeon. I feel like if I'm taking Aeon, I want the Sporko too. Interesting. Monster Train never Slay the Spire. Maybe. I don't know. I think they're both comparable. They're good in different ways. Oh no. Okay, so I gotta sell something. I guess I'll get rid of you. Hey, Swanee. Thanks for the tier 1.
High.
Thanks for the 3 months. Welcome back. Okay. Here's the egg. Oh man, 9 full. It's been 10 tier 1s. Welcome everybody. Let's do this. I don't know. Yeah, glad you're enjoying the content. Yeah, the recommendation of card game definitely depends what type of card game they're looking for. Like, a lot of the time people are looking for card games just because they want something multiplayer, in which case it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to recommend a single-player game. I am not beating this board. Brutal. Fork. Fork's better than Cookbook. Fork also plays very well with Cookbook. I don't think I want to get rid of the Easter egg, though. I think I have to keep the Sark around. do kind of want to have this. Probably not worth locking going into 6. So we want to find Princess P. We want to find... I think Storm King's probably still too small. Ninth book. That was pretty good. Oh my god. This 9th book is so strong. I am dead. What was that? That was such a good 9th book. Brutal.